Hi everyone and welcome back to a game I haven't covered on this channel for a long time, Hearthstone. I actually wanted to record something of a different game, but it was called, I think, Zombotron. Yeah, but it didn't really work. It's a flash game, but I tried to get it in full screen, that entire thing just did not work. I couldn't find out how. I messed around with a few settings in my recording program, OBS, and that didn't work. So instead, I'm playing just Hearthstone right now while I get all the editing together for a bigger batch of videos I have planned, so you get to see this in the meantime. And so you don't have to bother me seeing me do it all. I've already edited 2 decks. One of them is probably going to be absolutely terrible, which is the one I'm going to try right now, which is going to be, well, it's an explosive hunter, so everything is based on explosives. I didn't even make sure the deck was good or not. I just put in all the most, like, well, cards that have got to do with bombs and stuff that I could find. So I'm just going to see how this goes. I expect it to go horribly, but it might be pretty hilarious. Especially with all the mad bombers I put in the deck. Basically they're super RNG based cards, and they will fling bombs randomly. And you got the mad bomber, which flings 3, and then the madder bomber, which flings 5. Me and my friends have joked about there being like even madder bombers, and then the last one just launches a nuke that kills everyone, but that wouldn't be actually good card mechanics. But it's funny to think of still.
Rexa versus Anduin.
Yeah, I suspect this to kind of fail, even though I'm starting out at rank 25, which is like the lowest you can get. And this is actually a perfect hand. All the right cost of cards. Yeah, and if you're wondering why stuff like web spin is in there, I actually couldn't find enough explosive cards to fully stock the entire deck. So web spin is in there because it synergizes well with all the explosive cards. Like Mad Bomber could potentially kill the web spinner, which I would actually want, because then I get the beast from it, because that's the effect. Like Death Rattle means if it dies, the effect happens and it will give me a beast. And the reason why I played it, even though this person here can just immediately heal their card, like the minion here, and get another card, is because I knew I was going to get a card of that web spinner. I get a random spell, why not? You know what? Some may call this overkill, but screw it. I don't want them gaining any more cards. He's gonna punch that. Yeah, that card there, it had an overload effect, which means mana crystal is locked now. Like, so I can't actually use them next turn, so I'll only be able to play something worth 1 mana next turn, which actually means, in other words, nothing, because I have nothing in my hand that costs 1 mana. Yeah, this here board, I really like it mainly for the music you can hear in the background. It's actually a little quiet, so let me just turn it up a bit. Yeah, I'm actually just letting the actual Hearthstone soundtrack play this time because, well, last time, like with my last videos on the channel about Hearthstone, which happened ages ago, I basically edited in my own music, and that was so much work. In Hearthstone, it does have a pretty neat soundtrack. And also, if you have been watching this channel, haven't been seeing any other Hearthstone gameplay, which is doubtful. This would be like their first time hearing this track as well.
Quickly.
Yeah, this here is called the community is nicknamed the rope, because that's basically what's happening. Yeah, like a rope will start burning down when you take too long on your turn. I think it's around about like a minute and a half that you can take on your turn, and then I think the rope starts burning down, maybe 2 minutes. You can take definitely a decent amount of time, but people who take a really long time are like kind of told to hurry up. That's why one of the cards I really want to get eventually is called Nose Down, where it just shortens every player's turn to 15 seconds. And makes the entire game just a mad rush until like you manage to kill it somehow. I really want to get that mainly just because I like playing fast, and getting the enemy to hurry up that much just seems kind of funny to me. Okay, so my plan here is toss a bomb at this, which will then spawn a bomb, which will explode and do 2 damage to the enemy hero if they kill it, and then afterwards play a mad bomber and hope he hits that. Perfect! Well, almost perfect. He hit me in the face, but that's to be expected. Yeah, when versing priests in this game, you have to be very cautious whenever they buff the minion even a little bit, because they got this one card that makes whatever the minion have as much attack as it has health. So you can imagine them eventually making this thing having something like 10 health and then giving it that much attack. That would not be something I want to deal with. Oh, and this is actually perfect because I have explosive shot here. So I can shoot this lady, and it explodes off into this one, which then I can attack with my mad bomb. And I didn't even activate the secret, which I forgot how I even got. That's a hunter's secret. Oh yeah, that's right, he used mind vision earlier, so he basically... This card, you get to look and also take one of the cards in the enemy's hand. So not only does it, not only does that card there show you what the enemy then has, but it also, like, actually gives you the card. So I'm not sure what he has. And also that play there, I wouldn't recommend doing what he just did. I think that was actually a pretty bad one. Sure, he silenced my minions, but this one doesn't even have an effect, so it's just, well, nothing's really happened to it. Ah, explosive trap. Why didn't I play this earlier? If you're wondering why I'm saying that, it's because this thing, it summons a quite vicious looking spider thing when it dies, and the explosive trap would have released the spider. Maybe my mad bombers can still do that. Oh yeah, this thing, it just randomly chucks explosive battles at your opponent. I really hope he doesn't steal it as well. Like, priests in this game are notorious for nicking your cards from you. Oh, and of course Deathwing, I've got him in this deck. He destroys all other minions on the entire field, and he makes you discard your entire hand. But his animation is just so cool. That's why I include him. Okay, so now I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm just gonna play this egg and shoot them in the face because this thing is pretty precious to me and I don't want it to die. And I'm also hoping that they don't end up killing it on their turn, so then on my next turn it gets to throw another explosive barrel at them, because I'm hoping that she dies, because when she dies, both heroes get full health restored to them, which should restore me to full health, and then they wouldn't even be at full health because of how much damage I've dealt to them. Oh yeah, and I actually don't have any other secrets in this deck except Explosive Trap here. So I actually know that there is Explosive Trap. And now they're using my egg on me. Oh damn, I was hoping they would hit that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is a little bit risky. I'm going to shoot this lady here, the undead one. So she dies, I get the health, then the damage sprays over to this. And then I'm going to play one Mad Bomber and really hope that he doesn't destroy my Demolisher here. Not totally perfect, but that's good enough. Oh, and I'm not going to play Explosive Trap because I'm fine with just dying to that. And if I play Explosive Trap, then he will if I play Explosive Trap and he attacks, he will open his egg. And that's why I'm also not attacking them directly, because I know that they have Explosive Trap, because as I said before, that's the only secret I have in my hand. I was going to say trap, but yeah, it is actually a trap. It's an Explosive Trap.
Some custom modifications.
That's another deck card that I have in my deck. Makes Death Rattle trigger twice, so if they get this egg here to open, it would trigger twice. And I don't really have anything to deal with that. It's kind of stupid for me to think this deck could actually do well. Oh well, I'll just play this. And then play this. Let them kill it or not kill it, I don't really care. And then just really hope it hits that thing, because I need damage to actually kill it. And I don't really want to waste Deathwing on just that, because if he destroys everything on the board, he'll still release the thing inside the egg. But at least he'll kill this so the egg won't come out twice.
Stop! Playtime!
Oh man, that's another one of my cards, Devil's Saw Egg, because I got so many cards in the game that can destroy that. Okay, now I'm debating, should I play Deathwing now, just kill everything and have 2 things to deal with? Yeah, I think so, but first I'm gonna kill off this just in case it hits something like the end. Oh yes, it did! So now it will spawn 2 of them, but I don't care because Deathwing. Yeah, and now we're both kind of even, except that isn't going to do crap against these 2 because it only deals 2 damage, and Deathwing won't even care. I'm actually surprised Deathwing isn't immune to fire, because in the... Well, he's dead now. As I was saying, before he died, I'm surprised he isn't immune to fire, because in like the lore, he's, as you can see there from his picture, he's kind of half made out of molten metal. He actually tried healing himself that way. He kind of went well, kind of didn't. He basically, used a bunch of metal beams as band-aids and nailed them to himself. He was kind of crazy at that point. He used to be a good guy. But then he turned evil, because a bunch of evil gods promised him all the goodies in the world if he betrayed his friends, and kind of convinced him that his friends were evil even though they weren't. Oh, this is perfect.
Special delivery!
Yeah, bomb lobber. It lobs a bomb that does 4 damage, and I said it's perfect because no matter what, it would kill an enemy minion. So I'm really not sure who's going to win this because they obviously have a card advantage in their hand, like 4 cards versus my none. Yeah, that's a really odd move. Why would they ever try and do that? Oh, that's why. That's why. Because they want me to attack with this minion and get it killed by the explosive trap, which I'm actually going to do, but I'm going to play this cauldron first because whenever minions die, when the cauldron is at, I get cards. Shaman cards specifically. Shaman spells. Oh, neat! Another card. This is basically another explosion. This is perfect. It just fits the theme of my deck so well. Yeah, as you can see, elemental destruction deal 4 to 5 damage to all minions. So basically, you call down the lightning. Oh, they're basically doing the same thing. Everyone they're trying to blow everything I have. That, in my opinion, was a terrible move. There, all they killed was 1 cauldron. I have a lot more stuff in my deck. Oh, sweet, a heal bot. More health for me and less for them because I'm shooting them in the face. At this point, I don't care if I lose. I'm having enough fun with this. Heaps of fun. This explosive deck was a great idea, just so random. You never know what's going to get blown up. Unless you play Deathwing, and then it's guaranteed that everything just dies. Except him. Oh, unless, of course, your opponent plays Deathwing. It's hilarious when that happens. It's like, I play Deathwing. He's immune to everything. What do you got? Deathwing. Crap, Deathwing kills Deathwing. Deathwingception. In this case, I'm not going to play the explosive trap because, they have nothing really on the board, and I'm going to kill this with my heal ball. I'm actually kind of surprised they're not healing each turn because that's their hero power. Mine shoots someone in the face for 2 damage. Let's heal anything for 2 damage. In fact, I see the priest is kind of slightly better than mine because I can't target mine. Mine is guaranteed to hit their face, and theirs they can heal anything. Oh, I'm also not going to play him because he's basically like a mini explosive trap. He deals 2 damage to all non-Murlocs, and I'm pretty sure I only have 1 of these cards in the deck, so he basically deals 2 damage to everything. Unless, of course, the enemy steals him because he is a Murloc and plays him. But I'm pretty sure they're out of stealing cards. Maybe they have 1 more left in their deck. Maybe they got 1 more Thought Steal. Thought Steal is the card that lets you take 3 cards of your enemy. Not like actually out of their hand or anything, or copy from their hand, but you copy it from their deck. That's what this guy's using before.
Special delivery!
Okay, I mean, that's why they're doing it. They get to play this really cheaply because for each spell you play, this thing costs less. Alright, time to see lucky if I get lucky on the bomb lobber. Actually, I think I'm just going to shoot them in the face and take all the damage because I want them to play another one of these things. So that potentially when I play this, it will deal more damage to another one of those giants. why it's good to actually sometimes hold back on your spells. I used to just play everything the second I got it, but then I realized you should hold something back sometimes. That's actually what pros do in this game do. They don't play everything at once. Okay, they're not playing anything else. This basically forces me to use it. Alright, now I'm hoping on the luck of the draw that this... Wait, this deals 4 to 5 damage, so that guy's guaranteed to die. The only thing I'm hoping for is that it's 5 damage to kill their bomb lobber. It did! I'm lucky. Love it when I'm lucky. Only bad thing is I'm overloaded again, so can't use some of my mana crystals. But I don't mind too much because... of course I play the next one. But I don't mind too much because not many of my things even cost 10 mana. Go, Mad Bomber! I mean, I think that was most of the bombs directed towards them. I'm kinda happy enough with that result anyway. At least it is one of my strong minions. I forget how many strong minions I actually have in this deck. Oh yeah, I forgot they can heal that. Okay, so I have a completely wonky way of avoiding death. Playing her, and then triggering her death rattle. And then on top of that, playing this guy so she dies and I get healed again. One of the wonkiest ways ever of healing yourself. I wonder what they got up their sleeve. Okay, so they're healed again, I guess. That card is really good, Holy Nova. It makes it, I think it costs 5 the mana to play, deals 2 damage to all enemy minions, and that won't help at all. They basically win. I'm just gonna shoot them in the face, tell them well played, and let them kill me. Because it's fun when your opponent doesn't always just concede. It's always fun to smack someone in the face. What's up? Yeah, as I said before, I really don't mind that I lost that. Oh, Golden Buzzard. I actually don't use that card too much because you can see really low health. I like things generally with high health. Unless, of course, it's just a completely like wacky deck like this one is. Because, yeah, not many cards in that had high health. Alright, so now I'm gonna move on to another deck I've created, which, is for standard. If you don't know what that means, basically what I was playing before, Wild, you're allowed to include any of the cards from, any of the sets. What I mean by this is, let me just go to the shop and show you. So, these are all the different, sets you can buy from, like, the one that, I guess the furthest, like, the, earliest one is, Journey to Angora, which is all jungle themed. Then there was a Lich King thing one. There was a one about dungeon crawling. Then there was one about spooky stuff. Then there was one about mechs. And of course, classic is what you can always get. But in Wild, which was what I was playing before, you can use any card you want from any of those sets. But what I'm going to play next, standard, your cards are limited to stuff from only the most current sets. And the deck I'm going to be playing now is a mech warrior. I actually didn't find that many mechs I could find. Like, I wish I could have found way more mechs to slot in here, because one of the legendaries that is given for free just for logging in at a certain point in the game allows you all your mechs to have rush, which basically is like they can immediately attack instead of having little Z's above their head like you've seen before if you were paying really close attention. The Z's above the head basically means the minion has to wait like one turn before attacking. And this thing makes you
versus Rastakhan.
Oh, okay, so this is just an
Before King Rastakhan.
yeah, so this player here has got just a different skin, but the eyes is playing the plain old shaman class. There haven't been any new classes added, only different skins for them. I wonder if they're ever going to add a new class, but I guess they would have to have like a lot of balancing. Yes, I'm not gonna play this because Omega Assembly, it lets you discover a mech, but if you have 10 mana crystals, which I plan to get at some point, you get to keep all 3 mechs that you discover. Usually, like, you pick one, keep it, and then discard the other 2, but if you have 10 mana crystals, you have to keep them all. Yeah, so right now I'm just gaining armor because they don't really pose much. Oh, that actually poses a threat. But still, I'm just going to gain armor because I don't really have any other good cards to play. Here, this card here, Shield Block. It makes you draw a card and gain 5 armor. I kind of imagine that Garrosh here is just hiding behind shields, which makes it kind of hilarious when you play multiple of these, like hiding behind a shield, which is behind a shield, which is behind a shield, which is behind another shield. Just never stops. Yeah, this Kaboom bot here is actually perfect to play because if they kill it, it destroys one of their totems, which I'm hoping is that one because it increases their spell power. And I always want to kill this whenever I'm playing Hearthstone. And if they don't kill it, I'm able to kill one of theirs. Oh, okay, so they just silenced it while killing it, so none of those things happened. I'm actually not too pleased about that. Yeah, I actually don't have a way of silencing their card here, this Flame Tongue Totem. It's actually a really good card. I could brawl here, which would be hilarious. Like, you just think of a bunch of totems punching each other. It makes no sense. But instead, I'm just going to gain armor and gain more armor. Because 4 damage is not going to punch through all my armor at all. And then next turn, I can play this Arcane Dynamo, which is some kind of weird jellyfish thing that lets me discover a spell. It's like a frog there is doing it. But this would be a much more powerful spell. This only lets you discover, like, oh wait, it's a random shaman spell, so it could be anything. It could be a really weak spell, a really powerful thing, but this kind of guarantees that I get a powerful enough spell.
The universe unravels.
Okay, this could be kind of useful because summon a random minion up to the cost of your armor up to 10, but it might not have that much armor by like the next turn. Summon a Mithril Golem or summon damaged copies of minions. I don't think the minions are going to become too damaged, so I'm going to pick this. And who knows, maybe them actually having a board full of totems is actually good because that prevents them from playing too many other minions. Maybe they've actually expected a lot of totems of theirs to die, but I have like hardly played anything to kill the totems. Oh, interesting. I really wonder why they only attacked it once. To brawl or not to brawl in this case, that's the question. I'm just gonna play this Tar Lord to defend myself and destroy one of the totems. Yeah, the thing I love about all the Tar related minions in this game is that they have more attack on your opponent's turn, so they're really great for defending. Oh, and now it's a frog. They can't defend at all. Oh well. Oh, so that's how overkill things work. Yeah, so there's a new card mechanic introduced in the latest expansion called Overkill, and it makes it that if you like do more damage than a minion's health, then you get to do something. In this case, it was summon an extra totem. In this case, I am going to brawl because I need the board clear, and also imagine that well, I'll see what wins and see how hilarious this ends up being. Damn it, I was hoping that didn't win. This is not that good. That thing's actually quite deadly. I was really hoping my minion won. That'd be great. I think I'll just damage it a bit with this rocket tower. Oh wait, why didn't I put this in my explosive hunter deck? I think I'll do that afterwards. Because it is like it's from the current set, so wild means that you can use anything, even like stuff including the current set, and this just fits in so well. Okay, this is very odd. They're just slamming me in the face with just this minion.
Rastacani king trespassers.
Oh, that's why they're doing that, because they think I can't kill this thing here. They're wrong, but I am going to have to use one of my cards that I won't really want to use against that. Execute. I mean, yeah, sure, I slam this. Even it draws me a card. Ooh.
Look out below!
Oh, this is great. Now I can give the Goblin Bomb here a buff, which means that it actually has an attack. So like when something has no attack, it can't actually go and attack stuff. But now that the Goblin Bomb has attack, I can actually send it off at the enemy and like force it to die to activate its ability, which is deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. It actually has enough health now that it won't die in one hit to that. Ah, okay, so they seem to really be trying to just kill me. Oh, good. I can use that Mech Assembly card now. Oh, this one's neat. I actually have this actual card in my deck. If it takes damage, I gain armor. And now with this guy, I actually have enough attack to kill this thing. And the more things right now I have to kill their stuff, and like the less things they have to attack me, the better. Like this thing can't attack. Unless of course they play a Flame Tongue Totem, which I really hope they don't.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
At least that guy only has 1 health. And if they play more stuff, I can mind control their stuff right back. Aw. I don't think they actually, like, they didn't have enough mana to actually, play enough cards for me to go and, mind control their stuff.
You may bow before me.
What I do here is smack that. Then play this so they have something to get through because it's got taunts. Kill that with my minion, and of course get more armor. And then hope they don't have 5 damage. Yeah, what it means by that, that thing, what it means by, equip a weapon to upgrade. If I equip a weapon, then, this thing becomes a better card, like the spell gets better. But I don't feel right now have a, weapon that I can really play. I mean, I think I put 1 weapon in my hand, I'm in my entire deck, but I'm not sure where it is. So instead, I'm just going to play it right now. Okay, so it's just an average minion with no effects. I thought it might have effects, but it doesn't. Yeah, what's happening right now can actually happen a lot in games of Hearthstone where you're versing a warrior, and sure, they have like hardly any health, but they just keep gaining armor over and over and over and over again. Oh yes, now they have enough stuff for me to mind control one of their things. I hope they get a toad. Oh, neat, my wish was granted, I got a toad. And now, I can send the golem at that so it dies. And then attack this twice. Because even though it's going to heal right up from this card, this is gaining me so much armor. Look at that, there's more than like, I think 3 times my health. Yeah, it is, 3 times would be 9. Garrett just nearly bleeding to death and he's just hiding behind like a brick wall of junk. Yeah, it's great. Oh, more toads. If only I had another mind. Wait, I do have another mind control in this deck. Oh, I was hoping I could summon it. I mean, not draw it. I'm thinking too much about Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, I play that as well. Not any online versions, but I do have like a bunch of cards just in my home. Haven't actually played in ages though. No one to play with. I'm okay with that though.
Who are you?
Okay, so at this point, I'm just going to attack them like, wait. Oh, so that's how magnetic works. I never figured out how this works, but you play it on top of another card, and it then like combines with it. So now this is a much stronger demolisher that can that will also like chuck stuff at enemies, and it also has the same death rattle as the previous card. So if they kill it, then it will summon 3 microbots.
Let's stash that away.
Yeah, so what looked like I was like, well, at first it looked like I was going to lose, but now it's really not the case. Oh, neat, more mechs.
Me and Mr. Fight.
Yeah, I included this card because she summons a mech. Alright, they're probably gonna kill my things because they're at 1 health with their stuff anyway, so, yeah, I'll just do it for them. If only I had a way to heal this. Like, I was actually hoping that I could, mind control the healing totem because, oh, it turned into a frog, which somehow makes the mechs not appear. I guess through transforming into a frog, the mechs are, like, transformed into mini frogs inside the frog? I don't know. You can get some ridiculous things to happen in this game that just make no sense. Like, for instance, having Deathwing be piloting a Shredder and come out. Actually, that does make sense because Deathwing has like a human form, like a lot of dragons in fairy tales and stuff like that have. Yeah, even though I could potentially attack the totem with her, get her down to 1 health, and then play Rampage, which increases her health and attack, I don't want to do that. I want her to remain as much health as possible so she can tank damage for me. Oh, eggs! I don't get why they really played that, because I have no reason whatsoever to kill the eggs. It would be better if they played that with a Flame Tongue Totem, because then they could actually force the eggs to attack. And I'm so happy to have this card right here, because it has lifesteal on it, so whenever it attacks, I gain 2 health. So potentially, at the rate I'm going to have more armor than I originally even had health in the game. And then I'm going to gain health as well, which is, well, that means in total I have just more health than I could originally even have. Oh, awesome. I finally got Dr. Boom to play.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, so it'll replace your hero power with a new one. So, it swaps each turn. Right now, it's play 3 microbots, and since I have Dr. Boom, he grants all the cards rush, so they can attack immediately. I mean, not all the cards, all mechs. And these are mechs. Oh good, that was deal 3 damage to all enemies. I thought it was deal 3 damage to everything, so if I thought if I played it, then it would just blow up my own things. Yeah, what they done there was they put it back in their hand so they can play it again, and now it has yeah, and now it has actually like attack, so it can actually attack my stuff. The reason why I'm sending her in to kill this and not this thing here, it's because I want this to have as much health as possible, so it stays alive for as long as possible, so I get all of my juicy health back. Oh yeah, I forgot. Rush means that you can only attack an enemy minion, which in this case could be this thing, which I don't actually want to do. So instead, I'm just going to play this shield, which gives me more. Okay, yep, I have more health than I first started with in the game. This is great.
You fight there. I am finished here.
All right, I actually won. Even though this is kind of a good point to end it, I just want to play one more game because that, in my opinion, was really fun. So why not play another game with the Mech Warrior? The only downside to this is I already completed the daily quest, so I'm not getting any gold to open more packs with. Oh, and in case you're wondering, I haven't actually spent any real money on this game in ages. You can spend real money, of course, but I just haven't because, well, I like the feeling of earning everything I get for free, especially the feeling of not spending money and then eventually getting a legendary just off the gold you get in this game. And who knows, potentially when I get enough subscribers and views that I might be able to actually finally monetize my channel. I call it right now because I don't actually have enough subscribers. I could potentially even make money off Hearthstone, which would be great. So playing the game for free and making money off it. Who wouldn't want to do that? Okay, maybe it wasn't such a good idea to get rid of her. She is kind of a good cost. Oh yeah, and I also put the Crazed Alchemist in here because it fits wonderfully with certain cards like wait, no, that wouldn't be the case. But yeah, actually, it does fit quite well with this thing because I always like my minions having more health than attack. So if I use it on this, then yeah, it would have more health and a little less attack. Yeah, with cards like this, it's in my opinion really good to know when to play them. Like sometimes you don't want to wait until you have just 10 mana because sometimes you might need an extra mech early on, and you might pick a really, really good one. Like it says discover a mech, and you could potentially discover, I think, an antique Killbot. Wait, I don't know if you actually can. Because antique Killbots are currently a card that is like reserved only for the wild format, which I explained before. And yes, I'm not sure if you can actually just get a card that's only in wild in the standard game. But you could of course get that card I had before with Lifesteal, which lets you heal yourself. Yeah, this card here, it actually works really well if you are a druid and find a way to play another weapon, because when this card here dies, you gain 10 mana crystals. So what they're trying to do is use this up actually as quick as possible. They're basically trying to whack him with the stick until the stick breaks, because they want the stick to break, because then they get 10 mana. So one thing that like if you ever had a card that forced an enemy to play a minion, this would be really good because you could use that, play this card. And first play this card, then play the card that makes the enemy forced to play a minion. And if the enemy has this one card called like two certain slime cards, then they can then they can basically destroy the. I can force me to play it, and the slime will destroy the weapon, giving them 10 mana instantly. Because right now, it looks to me like by the time that they get this card actually destroyed, they'll be almost at 10 mana, which isn't even that much of an increase.
Just me and Mr. Fight.
I'm actually kind of amazed that we're both almost the same amount of armor. He gained a lot of armor through this one, the Branching Path. So you get to you draw a card, and then you either give your minions +1 attack or gain 6 armor. Of course, they picked 6 armor here because they have no minions coming. Oh, interesting. They actually want that dead. I thought they were going for to go for the little mini dragon because it's more deadly. Oh, neat. This one actually equips a weapon that I can use. But I'm going to keep it just in case I get later on a card that actually needs me to have a weapon. But I do need to get rid of one card in my hand because it's kind of filling up. So I guess I'll just shoot them in the face with a rocket. Why not? I mean, I would if I could. I would like if I could, I would slam them in their face. But you can only slam minions. Guess the enemy hero is always too beefy to attack. But this wouldn't really. Actually, they wouldn't be too beefy if they had only 1 health, because that means you basically like bloody pulp. You see what I mean? Like by the time they get this destroyed, they'll have 9 mana already. So that's gaining 1 mana. What do you do? It's even not much of a big deal. Oh, awesome! I can play Dr. Boom already. Oh yeah, I've seen other players use this before. It oh well, it's changed, but one of the abilities Dr. Boom has is deals 3 damage to anything. It can even be the enemy hero. It's really good. It's like the Hunter's upgraded hero power, only better. So by the look of it, this deck they're playing is obviously intended for the late game, like going really, really long, because they're trying to gain heaps of armor, survive heaps, and also trying to gain 10 mana to obviously play some huge stuff with this little twig they have. Okay, now I'm really confused. They didn't attack with it. Oh well, time for me to play more cards.
Yeah.
Sure, I could activate this, but it was do 1 damage to all enemy minions, and they have none. Oh, this card, it's super annoying. Spreading Plague. For every enemy minion they have, it makes it so that it spawns one of these guys. Oh, and now everything I have is dead. That's not good. At least these things only have 1 attack each. Ooh, this sounds fun. At the end of the turn, do 1 damage to all other characters. And, oh, yes, it's a mech. It can immediately attack. And as well as that, it, well, it also, like, it doesn't have any of my cards to attack. So, all other characters. So it can potentially shoot me with rockets. I didn't know that, and them. But it has none of my cards in the field to attack. That's why I used it. So, like, it most likely shoots all these minions. Oh, and it's dead. And I guess the enemy gets a ghoul.
My hand is too full.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's great. Basically, from using this card, you draw 5 cards, but they had so many cards in their hand that they actually wasted 1. Okay, good. I thought there was some card to... This was like, this somehow reduces the cost of their spells, but it doesn't. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is slam this, because if you don't kill something with slam, you draw another card. Ooh, need a demolisher. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, do 1 damage to everything, so that's a lot more damage now. And then... No, I don't want the weapon yet. I guess I'll just play this. And in order it to immediately attack, it's been summoned another minion which they can immediately order to attack. And then I'll play this, which I'll immediately tell to... Ooh! So this gets charge, but I can actually swap its health and attack, which means it won't be able to activate its special ability, but I can kill one of these things off immediately. I don't know if that's the best play there, but I mean, he did it.
I bring life.
Oh, that's kind of deadly. Yeah, this card's really powerful. Alexstrasza. It sets the a hero's remaining health to 15, which means you can also potentially use it on yourself to heal yourself. Luckily, I still have a lot of armor though, so I'm nowhere near dead. So what I'm going to do here is play this again with 10 mana, so I get all the minions. I'll need the one that gives me armor whenever it's damaged. Then, of course, shoot the ghoul. Attack this, so I get more armor. Yeah, why not play a Goblin Bomb? And then make an attack again, just like last time. And then this. Actually, I had way more minions than I thought I'd have. I don't know, but they might actually be able to kill me in 1 turn here. I mean, not one, yeah, kill me this turn, because druids, their class usually has a lot of ways to just give all their minions more attack. Oh, good thing that's do 6 damage to a minion. Otherwise I'd be dead. They could just target me with it otherwise. Well, that's a lot of spell stones they have. I wonder why they attacked that. That's obviously a bigger threat. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is activate the Kaboom. Then execute Alexstrasza, killing her. And then after that, gain myself 5 armor and a weapon. Which I then use... Oh, the weapon is just bonking people with this shield. I love that.
Take that.
And basically... do this. I'm not dead yet, and they still have this twig. Oh, that's why they're keeping it. Gain 10 mana crystals. So I think what happens is they use all their mana crystals. They can then hit something with this, and then gain another bunch. Oh yeah, they've won for sure. That there is enough attack to kill me. Wait. They didn't. Oh, wait, I'm really confused now. They could have just... Okay, they're killing me that way, a fancy way of doing it, because they could have went into stuff, used this ability to kill me. Yeah, and I could play another game after this, but I think this video would be dragging on quite, like, way too long after that, and, I think this is a good point to end it anyway. Hope you enjoyed the 2 decks they've made, like the antidote and suit and everything. I'm so glad that I actually don't care that much about winning like lately with this game, because otherwise I'd be a lot more frustrated than I am right now. I'm just like, I lost, so what? I don't care anything about my rank as long as I get like to the at least 5 wins, and then I get some really crappy chests because I'm really low rank, and it includes the new season's card pack backing. That's all I really want. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video, this little tie-in before I get to editing the rest of the videos of mine, which are going to be about a real-time strategy game called Star Wars Empire at War, which you haven't guessed already. All about Star Wars. It's really neat, but as you find out from the videos soon-ish, it's going to be so broken. Oh, it's so broken. So yeah, anyway, bye for now.